Hi, it's me, Nicole Phoenix Star, and this is the Nick Star podcast. Well, we are about to be flung into the quickening of change. We have 3 weeks left before we move, and tomorrow I will begin packing, sorting, prepping things to sell. It's so funny when I move into a new house, I don't really consider how long I'm going to be there, which is quite funny because the longest I've stayed anywhere in the last, I don't know, it's something like 30 years, has been 18 months. So it's something that happens very regularly, but when I moved here, I furnished my house fully without any consideration of when I'd moved because I like things the way I like them. But I guess there's this undercurrent knowing that I shift things and I do whatever needs to be done and it gets done. And within the next 3 weeks, Leo also goes and has an overnight stay at boarding school as a trial, not as a trial, as a orientation and an orientation day at his new school. Ruby fully officially moves in with her boyfriend, and I will be moving into my first house sit and working out what kind of storage and movability bags look like. Also, not owning or having a vehicle and only a motorcycle. Although I do have access to a vehicle at this house sit, which is wonderful. But I will be taking Leo to school and back each day because there isn't a bus service where we are moving to, and that's okay. And it's very interesting when kind of the quickening of change comes, and the time frame kind of gets quite small. There's this, I don't know, kind of boost of energy that always happens, and when you've been doing this for as long as I have, there's never any worry or concern that it won't get done or stress around getting things done. Just get in and do it. I don't know, I thrive in change, and if I'm feeling too settled in my comfort zone, it is a red flag for me because a sense of stagnancy is not aligned with my evolutionary life aspirations. And it's very interesting when I share this with people. They find it quite fascinating that I don't desire comfort or contentedness in the way that people do think they do. And, a chilled peacefulness, which most people arrive at and find quite boring. And then kind of get into the habit of personal or otherness dramas. So, yeah, there's definitely been a shift as I've come out of this immersion and this last week of school holidays where it's very I can feel the energy of the quickening of change and the shift ramping up, and I enjoy it. A transition out of moving out of my beloved home and very much loved suburb allows for the full range of emotions to be had. And although I have no attachment to it, there is just so much gratitude for the time we have had here. It's been glorious. Moving to Australia has been the biggest surprise. I didn't think that I would love it as much as I do. I am incredibly happy here, and that is somewhat shocking and a beautiful blessing energy that I get to exist in constantly. I actually have recently had a little taste. Leo had a sleepover at a friend's, and so I had some spaciousness alone, and this is what my life's going to be next year during school terms, is not having to do the daily chop wood, carry water of parenting. And yeah, it's quite a fascinating feeling. And I have all these creative ideas and projects and content and all of these things that are ripe with the extra time that I'll have. And I'm a little bit excited about that too. So yeah, I just wanted to have a bit of a conversation today about the quickening energy of change. And it's the only constant that we have in life, and most people resist it or think they don't like it. And it's certainly somewhere that I thrive. It's very expansive energy, and I'm able to run with that. So yeah, it's very evident at the moment. I can feel it in my bones. It's very fascinating. I was really tired last night. Went to bed at 8 p.m. because Leo wasn't home for his 8:30 bedtime. Little moment. And I was like, I'm so tired. I'm like, well, just go to bed. I'm like, oh, I can do that. But then I woke up at 3:30 and went, yeah, right. Well, that's just a clock moved reality. And so then I did some online shopping that I needed to do, and then kind of dozed in and out till 5:30. And then I was like, ready to rumble. Where I'm moving, apparently have 5 a.m. noisy birds that sing the day into aliveness. So I think that I am starting to shift my routine to accommodate the nature's alarm clock. So yeah, I have done so much today. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to becoming part of the 5 a.m. club, something I didn't really think I ever wanted to, but again, going with what is. And, as we're coming into summer here in the Southern Hemisphere and living in Queensland in the middle of summer, the sun does come up at 4:30 a.m. So it's all very aligned, of course. Anyway, another short one today. I'm going to leave it there and get on with all the things. Thank you so much for listening. I am incredibly grateful. Oh, please feel free to share this with anyone that you may feel benefit. My website is www.nickstarr.com, NIKSTARR. Much love. Mwah.